Massive news just broke about the White House card. Conor McGregor has personally confirmed he'll be facing Michael Chandler on that historic night. Does McGregor actually want in? He made it crystal clear. I'm on it. Michael Chandler, this is me.
Does Conor McGregor want to be a part of that?
I'm on it.
You're on it?
I'm on it.
Who are you fighting?
I am. This is me. Michael Chandler.
The UFC hasn't dropped an official announcement yet, but Dana White has already spoken highly of the matchup. And with Chandler being American and practically a lock to fight at the White House, everything is falling into place. Still, with Conor, you can never say it's guaranteed until he's inside the cage. That wasn't the only headline. Dana White appeared on Fox Sports today and revealed photos of the entire White House fight setup, fighter walkouts, octagon placement, and behind-the-scenes details fans have been dying to see. The UFC looks determined to make this one of the most iconic fight nights ever. They're loading it with American star power, names like Sean Strickland, Kayla Harrison, Bo Nickel, and plenty more. Dana was asked about capacity. Here's what he said: "We're still working it out. It'll be under 5,000 people depending on how much weight the lawn can hold. The octagon alone weighs 15,000 pounds. He explained his vision: fighters walking out under a massive lit-up arch with the White House as the backdrop. And when the cameras swing around, the Washington Monument will frame the shot. But that's just one part of it. Dana revealed a second setup with space for 85,000 fans, complete with a stage for live music all day, giant screens everywhere, and an open lawn festival vibe where people can bring blankets and watch the fights."
How many seats there? What is the plan?
Well, we're still playing with that. It's going to be under 5,000 people. It depends on how much the lawn can hold. As far as weight, the octagon itself weighs 15,000 pounds. So we don't know. We're still working it out. And my vision for this thing is we have this big arch, as you can see, with the lighting grid, because what I want is the White House in the back. And then when the fight goes around to the other side, you'll see the Washington Monument.
It's a massive operation right there.
Yeah, it really is.
I think we have a shot of that with all the screens, and that's a lot more people in that area.
Yeah, we can fit 85,000 people over there. We're going to have a stage where music, we'll have bands playing all day, and then people will be able to bring blankets and lay around and watch the fights. We'll have screens up everywhere for everybody.
Meanwhile, Arman Tsarukyan sat down with Russia's Sport 24 and dropped some big updates. The hot topic? A rumored November main event in Qatar against Dan Hooker. Arman clarified nothing is signed yet, but the UFC already asked if he wants it, and the second they give him the green light, he's in. From his perspective, Qatar makes sense, closer to family in Russia and Armenia, and it gives him main event spotlight he wouldn't get at Madison Square Garden. As for Hooker, Arman respects his striking and defense but called his personality clownish. If it were up to him, he'd rather fight guys like Justin Gaethje or Paddy Pimblett, but he admits Hooker's trash talk will sell. Arman also revealed the UFC once blocked a grappling match against Benoit Saint-Denis to avoid injuries, but when he recently submitted Benson Henderson in a grappling bout, it was allowed since no UFC contract was signed. On downtime, Arman says it only makes him sharper. Unlike older fighters, he's young, financially secure, and constantly improving. He even mentioned new middleweight champ Khamzat Chimaev may corner him in Qatar if schedules align. When asked about a potential Islam Makhachev versus Chimaev super fight, Arman shut it down as premature since neither has defended their belts yet, but he admitted if it ever happens, it'll be electric. As for the lightweight title picture, Arman didn't hesitate. He believes Paddy Pimblett will face Ilia Topuria next, and flat out said Justin Gaethje is not getting the shot. Switching gears, Merab Dvalishvili's coach John Wood made a bold claim. He said Merab could become the Georges St-Pierre of this era. According to him, Merab's training is so intense and high level that fans are about to witness GSP-like dominance unfold. And with UFC 320 ahead, Merab isn't just looking to grind out Cory Sandhagen, he's aiming for a knockout. He's been putting major work into his striking and plans to showcase it here. While he respects Sandhagen's dangerous style, he's confident this fight is where everything clicks. With his coach comparing him to GSP and Merab himself promising a striking display, the question is, can Sandhagen derail the Georgian's rise? John Wood went on, "He's improving every camp and I honestly don't see a ceiling. If he stays focused, beats one guy at a time, he could have a run like GSP or Anderson Silva."
He's got so much, as a dominant champion, he's got so much room to grow, and he's getting so much better every week, every camp, that it blows me away, where I'm like, man, I don't know what the limit is. I don't know where the ceiling, ends, because I think he can go on a run that breaks all the records, and I think that's what we're trying to focus on right now is like, hey, we're not talking about moving up, we're not talking about super fights, just stay focused on beating the next guy and maintaining your championship, status, and maintaining maybe into that GOAT status of overall, becoming the best. I think he can be this generation's GSP, if we keep evolving. I'm just saying that he can have that kind of run. He can have that kind of dominance, the Anderson Silvas, the GSPs. I believe we're in line for that.
And finally, Michael Bisping reacted to the Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev rematch drama. Pereira recently said if he wins at UFC 320, there won't be a trilogy. Bisping, as always, broke it down. He pointed out there are two sides. If Pereira dominates, maybe a third fight isn't needed. But if it's close or goes to a decision, the UFC has no choice but to book a rubber match. Meanwhile, Pereira's coach Glover Teixeira says Alex is sharp, confident, and fine-tuning his timing to push the pace for all 5 rounds. He expects a brutal, explosive fight from the opening bell. This rematch is shaping up to be an all-out war.
Now, the fight goes down in just over 2 weeks. Alex Pereira came out and said, if Ankalaev loses, it's unlikely that he gets another title shot. And that's kind of a statement that leaves you scratching your head a little bit. Let's remember, we all know Magomed won the first one. If Pereira wins the second one, well, of course, you do a rubber match. You do the third one. You settle it once and for all. There could be a little bit of truth to that statement. If Pereira goes out there and smokes him, dominates him from the opening bell, is super aggressive, he can just say, listen, I had a bad night at the office. Look at what I did. I'm fresh. I'm motivated. I am not taking things for granted. I just destroyed him and made it look easy. If he was to do that, then yeah, okay, maybe there wouldn't be a third match. But if the fight is competitive and if the fight goes to a decision, then 1,000,000% they have to do a rubber match.
That's all for today's update. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss your daily dose of MMA news.